how easily we love ourselves above all others. Yet we put more stock in the opinions of others than in our own estimation of self. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever wondered if there's a silent language, transcending all words, that can touch the hearts of your loved ones more deeply than any spoken confession? Could actions truly be the most authentic mirror of affection? And can we convey the most powerful messages of love through meaningful silence? In this video, we will embark on a journey to explore a subtle yet incredibly powerful art. The art of expressing your value to your loved ones without uttering a single word. We will discover how small, sincere actions can build strong connections, express deep care and love, and leave indelible marks on the hearts of those we cherish. Join me on this journey of discovering simple yet effective ways to express your genuine feelings, ensuring your loved ones always feel their importance in your life, even without you saying a word. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss upcoming videos where we'll share secrets to nurture and cultivate meaningful relationships in life. Life is a continuous journey where each of us not only seeks to find ourselves but also yearns to assert our value. Everyone desires to attain perfection and grasp the truths of life. However, life is inherently multifaceted, and truth is no exception. What's right today may be wrong tomorrow. So, amidst these changes and uncertainties, how can we express our self-worth without using words? Is there a silent language more powerful than 1,000 words that can help us shine and be recognized? If you are seeking answers to these questions, then congratulations, you've come to the right place. Today we will explore subtle ways to express your self-worth, not through flowery words, but through your actions and character. Because sometimes silence can be more powerful than any words. Get ready to embark on this exciting journey of discovery, where you will realize that your true value lies not in what you say, but in what you do and the person you become. Number 1. Actions speak louder than words. In a world filled with sweet talk and empty promises, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a profound reminder: value actions over words. Stoicism emphasizes practical wisdom, encouraging us to assess people through the lens of their actions rather than their flowery rhetoric, especially in relationships where words can easily be manipulated to create sweet illusions. Stoics advise us to look beyond promises and focus on actual deeds. Actions are the truest measure of a person's intentions and character. We are all too familiar with smooth talkers who excel at painting rosy pictures of the future with their promises. But are those promises truly reliable? Do they actually take action to turn those words into reality? This is the crucial question we need to ask. We've all experienced disappointments when someone's words and actions don't align. They promise to call, but remain silent. They make plans only to cancel at the last minute. Yet their sweet words can still keep us hopeful. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes in, reminding us to focus on reason and reality rather than emotions and empty promises. The inconsistency between words and actions is a clear signal that we need to reassess the relationship. Applying this philosophy to our lives transforms how we perceive relationships. Instead of being swept away by grand promises, we pay attention to small but meaningful behaviors. How someone acts under pressure, their reliability, and their presence in important moments become our focus. Focusing on actions also sets clear expectations in a relationship. We don't just want to hear beautiful words, we want to see concrete actions that back those words up. This isn't about being skeptical or distrustful, but rather about applying Stoic wisdom to protect ourselves from unnecessary hurt and maintain clarity in this ever-changing world. Let's always remind ourselves that actions are what truly matter. Embrace the Stoic approach to love, rational, observant, and discerning. Ultimately, actions speak louder than words, and it's by observing those actions that we can make wiser decisions in our relationships. Number 2, calmly observe and evaluate. In the enchanting world of love, where sweet words and promises can easily cloud our judgment, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a valuable piece of advice: approach with cautious curiosity and a healthy dose of skepticism. Stoicism and skepticism, seemingly contradictory, complement each other perfectly, enabling us to navigate love and relationships with clarity and wisdom. Stoics strive to see the world as it truly is, not distorted by wishful thinking or illusions. This approach is particularly beneficial in love and dating, where emotions often overshadow reason. We've all experienced moments of being captivated by sweet words and romantic promises, to the point of ignoring potential red flags. However, a bit of healthy skepticism can act as a protective shield, preventing us from getting caught up in illusions and making misguided decisions. Skepticism here doesn't mean negativity or blind distrust. It simply means keeping a level head, not accepting everything at face value, but always seeking to understand and verify. Imagine meeting someone seemingly perfect who paints grand plans right from the start. A skeptical Stoic would advise you to pause and observe whether their actions align with their words over time. Cautious curiosity means not rushing to judgment or being overly critical, but engaging in patient and careful observation. It involves listening attentively and observing someone's actions, taking the time to truly understand their character and sincerity. Stoicism teaches us to rely on logic and reason in relationships, keeping our emotions from leading us astray. By integrating skepticism with an open heart, we allow ourselves to see the situation more clearly, protecting our hearts in the process. This doesn't mean we should close ourselves off, rejecting all opportunities for love. Rather, it's about being cautious and mindful when opening our hearts to someone, giving ourselves time to truly know them before deciding to move forward. In this way, we can build strong relationships based on mutual understanding and respect, rather than fleeting illusions. Let this morning serve as a reminder of the importance of cautious curiosity and Stoic thinking. It's the path to true love, where both reason and heart intertwine, helping us find happiness and peace in this ever-changing world. Number 3, say no when necessary. In the dance of love, where sweet whispers and alluring promises can easily sweep us away, Stoicism offers a different melody, a song of self-mastery and unwavering resolve. Saying no is a powerful note in this melody, a note that embodies self-honesty and the courage to uphold one's values. Imagine being deeply involved in a relationship and your partner proposes something that makes you uncomfortable. It could be a desire to accelerate the relationship or an action that contradicts your beliefs. In that moment, it might seem easier to simply agree, to avoid displeasing them. But listen to the voice deep within you. Let your inner strength rise and firmly say no. This is how you show respect for yourself, your values, and your boundaries. Yes, saying no isn't always easy. It can be especially difficult when it's someone you care for deeply, fearing that your refusal might push them away. But this is where courage is required. Stoicism teaches us about courage, not just in facing external challenges, but also in conquering our own internal battles. Saying no doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you love yourself enough to not settle for anything less than what you deserve. Of course, saying no comes with risks. You might lose that person. But think about it. If saying no to something that isn't right for you ends up pushing someone away, perhaps they weren't the right person for you to begin with. Your ability to say no can transform the dynamics of a relationship. When someone sees that you're not afraid to stand up for your values, that you're not simply trying to please them at the expense of your own well-being, they'll start to see you in a different light, a light of respect and admiration. Because someone who loves and values themselves is inherently attractive. But more importantly, saying no isn't just about setting boundaries with others. It's about being true to yourself. It's the courage to listen to your heart, to live in accordance with your beliefs, and to create a life where you are authentically you, fully and freely. Number 4. Stop chasing those who want to leave you. In the journey of love, we often find ourselves swept away by intense emotions, burning desires, and sometimes even sweet illusions. But amidst these turbulent waves, the philosophy of Stoicism shines like a beacon, illuminating a simple yet profound truth: never chase. Always value yourself. Stoicism, with its emphasis on focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, offers a fresh perspective on love and relationships. Pursuing someone who is pulling away is not only a futile effort, but also a betrayal of oneself, a devaluation of one's self-worth. Imagine being immersed in a seemingly perfect relationship only to have your partner start to withdraw, creating distance. Our instincts, nurtured by romantic tales, would urge us to chase after them, to try and bridge the gap. But is that truly the right thing to do? A Stoic would ask, why pursue something that's beyond your control? The answer lies deep within each of us, in our self-respect, dignity, and inner peace. Chasing after someone who no longer wants to stay is like trying to grasp water flowing through your fingers. It's a futile pursuit, leaving us feeling empty and hurt. Instead of tirelessly chasing after fading figures, pause and listen to your heart. Cherish your self-worth, understanding that you deserve love and respect. Allow your partner the freedom to choose their path, and you too walk freely on your own. True love is not about possession or control, but about freedom and mutual respect. When you love and value yourself, you radiate a light that attracts those who truly deserve you. And then, love will come naturally, gently, and peacefully, like petals falling in the wind. In the journey of love, when faced with separation, our instincts tell us to cling, to beg, and even to devalue ourselves to keep someone. But Stoicism offers a different perspective, a new direction. Stand firm in your self-worth. When someone leaves, let them go. It's not about being cold or unfeeling, but a conscious acceptance that we cannot control the emotions or actions of others. The only thing we can master is how we respond to life's changes. It's not easy to let go of a relationship, to suppress the urge to cling, to chase after someone who has turned their back. But that's when we need inner strength, resilience, and faith in our self-worth. Remember, if someone truly values you, they will never leave. And if they choose to leave, your efforts to hold on are in vain. Don't let someone else's behavior define your worth. Proudly affirm, I deserve love and respect. If you can't see that, someone else will. This mindset changes everything. It puts the power back in your hands, freeing you from dependence on the unpredictable actions of others. You're no longer a victim of circumstance, but the master of your own life. You have the power to choose how you react, how you feel, and how you live. It's empowering and, frankly, liberating. And here's the magic. When you stop chasing after others and start investing in yourself, your life and your growth, wonderful things happen. You naturally attract those who are drawn to your strength, confidence, and self-worth. It's as if you're broadcasting a message that declares, I value myself and I know it. So let's internalize this lesson. Let's reaffirm that we never have to chase after anyone. Number 5. Be selective with whom you share your heart. Within the garden of each person's soul, there are hidden corners where silent reflections, intense emotions, and precious experiences are stored. These are the pages of our soul's diary, recording the ups and downs, the joys and sorrows, and even the secret pains that not everyone can touch. Opening up to someone is like giving them the key to enter this garden of the soul. It's a decision not to be taken lightly. For not everyone deserves to witness and cherish the most precious things about you. Each person's soul is a priceless treasure containing precious gems of emotions, thoughts, and experiences. Sharing this treasure is not merely about storytelling or confiding, but it's an act of trust, a deep connection between two kindred souls. Therefore, choosing who to open up to is as important as choosing where to entrust your money or your faith. It's not about being closed off or reserved, but a necessary caution to protect the most valuable things within yourself. Seek out those who truly know how to listen, understand, and appreciate what you share. They will be your trustworthy companions who will share your joys, sorrows, and the ups and downs of life. This selective sharing will help you build genuine and lasting relationships where you can be yourself without fear of judgment or hurt. When you open your heart to the right people, you not only give away good things, but also receive understanding, empathy, and love in return. It's a wonderful exchange that helps you grow, become stronger, and happier. Let each time you open up be an opportunity to connect more deeply with those around you, to build meaningful and lasting relationships, and to discover the wonderful things within yourself. Because when you cherish and share the treasure of your soul with the right people, you will receive things far more valuable in return. Number 6. Understanding your self-worth. Ancient Stoic philosophy taught us that our true worth doesn't lie in fleeting compliments or external validation, but deep within ourselves. It's not about the number of likes on social media or whether someone is interested in you, but about how you perceive and value yourself. Imagine yourself as a gemstone hidden within the earth. Not everyone has the knowledge and discernment to recognize the value of a rare gem. Some might walk past without even noticing its hidden beauty. But that doesn't diminish the gem's value. It remains radiant, precious, and one of a kind. You are the same. Your worth isn't determined by whether others see it or not. For instance, you might be an introvert who doesn't enjoy being in the spotlight. This doesn't mean you're any less valuable than extroverted, outgoing individuals. Your worth lies in your ability to listen, understand, and offer genuine advice. In life, we inevitably face rejection and underestimation, especially in today's competitive world where everyone seems to strive for perfection. You might be rejected in a job interview or underestimated by a friend. However, don't let these experiences shake your self-belief. Remember, your worth isn't defined by others' recognition, but by how you live your life, the principles you uphold, and the actions you take. Compassion, honesty, and unwavering commitment to your core values. These are the elements that constitute your true worth. Stoics believe in the power of self-reflection. Take time to look inward to discover the good qualities hidden within, not just the obvious ones, but also the subtle aspects, the values you cherish. Perhaps you are a kind-hearted person, always ready to help others, or you possess a special talent that hasn't been fully explored. Cherish these things because they make you who you are, a unique and valuable individual. In relationships, always remember that your worth isn't dependent on others' opinions. Seek strength from your self-worth, from confidence and belief in what you have. Don't let the praise or criticism of others sway your self-assurance and belief in yourself. Remember, you are unique, an independent individual with inherent value. And remember, understanding and valuing yourself isn't a destination, but a continuous journey, a practice that evolves over time. It's about waking up each day and reminding yourself that you are worthy of love and respect, not because of anyone else, but because of the inherent qualities that make you who you are. By nurturing self-esteem and confidence, you can build healthy and happy relationships where you are loved and cherished for your true self. Number 7. Letting go of unrealistic expectations, a journey of self-discovery and reclaiming inner peace. Life is inherently a long journey filled with ups and downs and changes. Along this path, we often carry expectations, dreams, and ambitions. They are like lighthouses that illuminate and guide us through challenges and towards our goals. However, sometimes these expectations become too big, too far-fetched, and no longer aligned with reality, turning into burdens that weigh us down, causing us to get lost in a maze of disappointment and discontent. Imagine your life as a voyage across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail catching the wind, propelling the boat of your life across the water. But when those sails become too large and too heavy, they can cause the boat to lose control, be tossed about by rough waves, and lose its way in the vast sea. Unrealistic expectations are like treasure maps that are tempting but lead to desolate lands, causing us to endlessly chase illusions of perfection and idealize self, perfect relationships, and extraordinary successes. But do these ideals truly belong to us? Or are they merely illusions created by external influences like society, culture, or even the media? To escape the vortex of unrealistic expectations, we need to look at ourselves honestly and deeply. Ask yourself, do these expectations truly bring me joy and happiness? Or do they only make me feel pressured and tired? Do they reflect my true self and the values I cherish? The journey of letting go of unrealistic expectations is a journey of self-discovery, finding inner peace and freedom in our souls. By accepting ourselves with our strengths and weaknesses, we will find the confidence and strength to face life's challenges. By setting realistic goals that match our capabilities, we can enjoy the joy and satisfaction of small successes on the path to achieving our dreams. And by cherishing every moment in the present, we will discover the beauty and meaning of life, no longer being swept away by distant illusions. Number 8. Refrain from speaking ill of others. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often inadvertently overlook the power of words. Gossip, negative comments, or baseless criticisms can subtly creep into our daily conversations, seemingly harmless. But in reality, they have a profound impact on our souls and the relationships around us. Imagine each word we speak as a seed sown in the soil of our souls. When we sow seeds of love, empathy, and positivity, we will reap the blooming flowers of happiness and peace. Conversely, when we sow harsh words, we only create a thorny garden where misunderstanding, suspicion, and conflict thrive. Participating in negative conversations, even idle gossip, can inadvertently turn us into sowers of unhappiness. We can hurt others with thoughtless words, or even hurt ourselves by nurturing negative thoughts. So when we focus on the unpleasant, we gradually lose the ability to see the good and positive in life. So how can we change? How can we sow good seeds and cultivate a garden of the soul filled with light? Let's start by listening carefully to ourselves and those around us. When we notice a conversation heading in a negative direction, gently redirect it, or find a way to introduce positive points. Before saying something, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Ask yourself, if I were them, would I want to hear these words? Empathy will help us choose kind words and avoid hurting others. Focus on the good things in life. When we nurture a positive spirit, we attract good things to ourselves and spread positive energy to everyone around us. Besides changing yourself, building a positive environment around you is equally important. Actively choose to associate with people who share your values, those who value sincerity and positivity in communication. When surrounded by like-minded individuals, you can easily create a community where respect, understanding, and mutual support are valued. Remember, you are the initiator of change. By firmly saying no to gossip and negativity, you not only protect the purity of your soul, but also inspire those around you. Your actions will be like a guiding light, leading others to walk on the path of positivity and kindness. Remember, each word we speak has power. Let's use that power to sow seeds of love, understanding, and positivity to build a more beautiful world together. Number 9. The art of nonverbal communication. In the fast-paced modern world, where haste and superficiality seem to have become an integral part of life, the search for true balance and meaning becomes more challenging than ever. It seems that traditional values like patience, self-control, and self-respect are gradually being forgotten in the endless cycle of life. However, ancient Stoic philosophy, with its core values of self-discipline, resilience, and purposeful living, can offer us a fresh and deeper perspective on how to live and build relationships. Stoicism is not a rigid or outdated philosophy, but an invitation to live a more mindful and meaningful life. It doesn't encourage aloofness or isolation, but rather self-respect and a clear understanding of our own worth. In a world where we are often swept away by fleeting desires and unrealistic expectations, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of focusing on what truly matters and not getting caught up in the vortex of superficiality and meaninglessness. Let's try to apply this philosophy to our relationships. In the age of social media and constant connectivity, we tend to rush into sharing everything about ourselves, from everyday moments to our deepest emotions. However, Stoics suggest that keeping a part of ourselves mysterious is essential, because when something is too easily obtained, it quickly loses its value. Let the other person have the opportunity to discover you bit by bit, so that the relationship always remains fresh and exciting. Setting boundaries is also an important element in Stoic philosophy. This doesn't mean you have to become cold or distant, but rather know how to protect your time, energy, and emotions. Choose the people worthy of sharing your time and thoughts with. When you're with them, be fully present and focus on the present moment. But don't forget to make time for yourself, for your own hobbies and passions. Finally, Stoicism teaches us about emotional self-mastery. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but knowing how to control and direct them in a positive way. Don't let negative emotions control you. Learn to view them objectively and find solutions to overcome them. And remember, you are the master of your emotions, and you have the right to choose how to react to any situation. By applying the principles of Stoic philosophy to life, we can build a more meaningful and happy life, a life not dominated by external expectations and pressures, but a life guided by our own values and beliefs. Number 10. Ready to leave. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, has given us an invaluable concept: letting go. However, letting go here does not mean giving up or being indifferent, but rather a deep understanding of the limits of our control. Life is a series of choices, and one of the most crucial decisions we face is whether to stay or leave when confronted with a bad situation. This is especially true in relationships. We've all experienced moments when we realize we're in an unhealthy, unsuitable relationship, yet we stubbornly cling on. The reasons could be fear of loneliness, fear of change, or a blind faith in a better future. However, Stoic wisdom teaches us that we have the power to choose not to accept anything less than what we deserve. This doesn't mean we should give up at the first sign of trouble. Every relationship requires effort, compromise, and patience to nurture. But it's important to recognize when a relationship goes against our core values and be brave enough to leave when necessary. Being ready to walk away from an incompatible relationship is a sign of self-respect. It's an affirmation that we won't sacrifice our beliefs and values for anything. Leaving doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's the quiet acknowledgement that it's time for each person to go their separate ways. Though it may be scary, Stoicism teaches us to face challenges with courage and to see the unknown as an inevitable part of life. Sometimes the bravest act is to let go of what doesn't belong to us. This mindset has the power to transform how we view relationships. It means we choose to stay because it's what we truly want, not out of fear or dependency. And when we dare to step away from things that no longer serve us, we open the door to better things. It's about creating space for positivity, trusting that life has more to offer, and giving ourselves the chance to discover those things. Being ready to walk away doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It's about loving and valuing ourselves enough to seek what we truly deserve. It's about standing strong in difficult times, knowing that our worth is not dependent on anyone else. Remember, letting go is not an ending, but the beginning of a new journey. By letting go of what no longer fits, we open ourselves up to the possibility of embracing the better things that await us. Number 11. Take time to heal. When a relationship ends, it's not just the end of a journey, but also the beginning of a healing and renewal process. To move past the heartbreak and prepare for new relationships, we need to dedicate time and space to nurture our souls. First, allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise. Let the tears flow, the sadness be released, and the disappointments be acknowledged. But do this inwardly, without the need to seek validation or comfort from others. If necessary, don't hesitate to seek the help of a mental health professional who can guide and support you through this healing process, offering valuable insights and helping you gain a more objective perspective. And next, take the time to reflect on the past relationship. Instead of seeking validation or solace from external sources, turn inward and ask yourself, what have you learned from this relationship? How can you use those lessons to grow and evolve? Every relationship, whether it ends well or not, is a part of our journey of growth, offering us valuable lessons. Finally, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is not only a sign of respect for your former partner, but also for yourself. Close each chapter of your life with grace and dignity, knowing that every experience prepares you for what comes next. Let this healing process be an opportunity to delve deeper into yourself, to understand more clearly what you truly want in love and life. When you're ready, open your heart to new relationships with a stronger heart and a more mature soul, because love is always there, waiting for you somewhere on the journey ahead. Number 12. Don't change yourself for others if you're not ready. In modern life, where flashy appearances and artificial displays seem to dominate, we can easily get caught up in the whirlwind of trying too hard to impress others. We change the way we dress, the way we talk, even the way we think, just to seek approval from those around us. But in this pursuit, we forget an important truth. Our true worth lies not in external frivolities, but in our authentic selves. Stoicism, with its emphasis on authenticity and self-respect, offers a different perspective. Gravitas is not about wearing expensive clothes or frequenting fancy places, but about how we conduct ourselves, the choices we make, and the actions we take in life. Imagine sitting in a cafe observing two people on a date. One is trying to impress with flashy appearances and boastful stories, while the other is simply comfortable in their own skin. Who do you think leaves a lasting impression? The genuine one. That's the power of presenting yourself with gravitas. Stoics strive to live with integrity and self-respect. How does this translate into our modern world? It's simple. If you're passionate about something, embrace it, let it shine. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not, but about being comfortable and secure in your own skin, knowing that you're worthy as you are. And here's another thing, have self-respect. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. What you're telling the world is that it's okay for them to treat you the same way. But if you respect yourself, valuing your time, energy, and emotions, you're sending a loud and clear message: I deserve respect, and I expect to be treated as such. In the context of relationships, it's not just about how you see yourself or what you say, but how you react and behave in different situations. Are you reacting with desperation or gravitas? Do you compromise your values just to fit in? Or do you stand your ground even if it means standing alone? This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. We're all human. We make mistakes. We have embarrassing moments. But what matters is how you handle those moments. Do you crumble under pressure, or do you hold your head high and learn from it? Let's reflect on how we can start presenting ourselves with more gravitas in our daily interactions. Perhaps one way is to set clear, healthy boundaries in our relationships, communicating assertively yet respectfully about what we're willing to accept and what we're not. This allows us to protect our emotional integrity and set a standard of mutual respect. Number 13, establish personal boundaries. Finally, I would like to advise you to establish personal boundaries, as this is a powerful way to demonstrate your self-worth and maintain respect from those around you. When you are clear about your limits, you send a message that you understand your own value and will not tolerate actions that cross those boundaries. This not only protects you from situations that can cause mental and emotional harm, but also helps you avoid unnecessary stress, maintaining both your physical and mental health in the best possible state. Setting personal boundaries is also a way for you to actively create a healthy living and working environment for yourself. It helps you avoid negative and unhealthy relationships, creating a space for meaningful and genuine connections to flourish. When others are aware of the limits you have set, they will understand and respect what you need to feel safe and comfortable. For example, you can refuse to work overtime if it affects your health or time with your family. This action not only helps protect your well-being, but also affirms that you value a balance between work and personal life. Another example of setting personal boundaries is not accepting negative or non-constructive criticism from others. By standing firm in this decision, you not only protect your self-esteem, but also show others that you are not easily swayed by words meant to hurt. You can make it clear to colleagues that you only accept constructive feedback that helps you improve your work, not words that aim to undermine your dignity or spirit. Personal boundaries can also relate to how you manage your time and energy. For instance, you may set clear boundaries regarding time for yourself, such as dedicating a fixed period each day for exercise, reading, or relaxation. This is a form of self-care that helps you recharge, boosts your mental health, and improves your work performance. By staying firm with your boundaries, you not only demonstrate self-respect, but also assert your personal value, which helps build healthy and positive relationships. When you show that you know who you are and what you need, you will attract people who respect and understand your worth, creating a circle of relationships that support and motivate you, contributing to your overall growth. In life, we cannot always control what happens to us, but we always have the power to choose how we respond. Establishing personal boundaries is one way to give yourself the strength to live true to your own values. And those are some fantastic ways you can express your self-worth without having to say a single word. Actions always speak louder than words, and sincerity shines brighter than any flowery compliment. When you live true to your values, dedicate yourself fully, and treat those around you well, you don't need to say anything. People will naturally sense your greatness. Apply these tips to your daily life, taking small steps and performing meaningful actions. Don't rush or get discouraged, because building self-worth is a long journey that requires persistence and continuous effort. But trust me, the rewards you'll reap will be incredibly worthwhile. People around you will see you in a different light, filled with respect and admiration. If you found this video helpful, spread these positive messages by liking and sharing it with your friends and family. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos, where we'll continue to explore secrets to building a happy and meaningful life. Thank you for your precious time watching. Always remember, you are a valuable person, and your actions are the clearest proof of that. Shine confidently and live a truly radiant life.